They're of course good friends, they're ex-teammates, so both of them on ex-CJ Entus, even playing together on not CJ Entus in the Warrior TV Team League. But now they must face off against each other. The 2v2 teammates, the 2v2 partners. It's drama in paradise. They have to trouble in paradise even as they have to face off. And spawning in the top left-hand corner of 10,000 feet, we have the blue Protoss player representing T1. It is herO. And spawning in the bottom right-hand corner, we have his opponents. We have the red Zerg player. The red Zerg player himself. It is SHIN. Go. As we are going to be opening up, I believe 15. Yeah, a 15 hatch here from SHIN. So SHIN, with this earlier hatchery, it means that he's able to get his base on location without being pylon blocked. We are going to be opening up here. Of course, he is hyper, or he can be hyper aggressive in PvZ. We are loading into 10,000 feet. This is a smaller map of the map pool. I think there's a high chance that SHIN goes for an all-in. I mean, hey, we saw a bunch of roach all-ins last series against Bunny in game 1 and game 2. There's a high chance we see something like that here against herO as well. Very high chance. SHIN is not one to embrace a longer macro game. No shot. I mean, most Zerg players aren't. I think that's the first time I've seen a Reaper get a Ravager. Oh no. Yeah, Reapers are crazy, pappy. Can be crazy. But again, we'll keep an eye on the tech of SHIN. We'll see if he does go Evo Chamber first, Roach Warren first, or Lair first. We'll be keeping an eye on how he spends his gas. Likewise, herO will keep an eye on what he does after the Stargate opener. We're assuming it's going to be Stargate into a third, but we'll keep an eye on the timing of the Twilight Council. Based on that timing, it will tell us if herO plans on being more or less aggressive. Likewise, whether or not he even gets a Forge, assuming he opens Stargate. I say that because again here he's willing to mix things up. There it is going to be the Stargate opener out of herO. From here it should be the Oracle to get across the map to harass the scouts and to protect the third base. There is a chance that herO does open Void Ray. We have been seeing some Tempest builds on this map where you rush Tempest. The reasoning for this is because of how exposed and how vulnerable this forward expansion is, so you can punish this third base with Tempest from across the ravine, from across the river, the cliff face. Can punish this area. So we have been seeing some like Tempest rushes and carrier rushes, but for the most part we should be calming down, settling in. We'll see how herO does open up. As SHIN does expand here in the center, here of course does confirm it is going to be the Oracle. Okay, no Void Ray. So standard play out of herO. Standard play. Oh. Shout out to Dave, shout out to Enki. Okay. As from here, herO also does take the forward expansion. Everything's been looking normal so far. Link speed was researched, we're staying in gas. And once again, as we mentioned, we'll see where SHIN takes us with said gas income. That's an early Twilight Council. Okay. It looks like we're going for the early council, only a double Oracle opener, delaying the third Oracle in favor of the earlier tech. With this, we can go into early Glaives or early Blink. As the Oracle pokes in, takes a little hull damage. Oh, the Oracle barely does get away. 4 drones do go down though, so nice damage here by herO. And what's important is the follow-up. SHIN is going to be opening up a Lair first. Ooh, so Lair first, no Evo Chamber, no Ling, sorry, no plus on melee, no Ling Hydra. Roach Warren is spotted. Still gets another drone. That's 5 drone kills so far. 5 drones. We have the answer. It's not Claves, it's Early Blink. Early Blink, delayed forge, delayed +1. Now, what does this mean? This means if SHIN does go for a 3 base all-in or a 2.5 base all-in, then Blink will be coming into play. It will be done in time to defend. Be able to defend. I don't know if they're talking about screen sharing. But Enki is our Spanish caster. He's one of the Ducklings, papi. True, true. He's one of los patos. Los patitos. As here does shade in, gets a couple of worker kills. Remember, Blink is almost done, and that means that here can start to push. Again, typically you would not see this many stalkers this quickly. The link does confirm at least. SHIN does get eyes on the massive army, and here comes Hero. Now, because the rush distance by ground is so short on this map, you can 8-gate from back at home and wreak havoc, but no gases are being taken. These gases tell us that Hero plans on taking into either Colossus or Storm into further attack. Here he is taking up. Still warping in more stalkers. SHIN likewise, he was able to confirm all the stalkers and is droning, saturating. And we'll see if we can maintain these losses. If he can minimize losses, I should say. Lings they attempt to run by. Batteries in position. One of them is. Nice blink. Also does schedule. The Zealous is aware that charge is going to be a follow-up. Charge into Colossus. Sorry, into Storm. Templar Archives into Storm. Stalkers, they get 2 roaches. Nice pickoffs. Efficient trades here at a hero. Catching on Zerglings. Denying creep. And here, he has no intention of killing here and now, he just intends to trade. Or I say trade, just trade as efficiently as possible and just pick off roaches, pick off lings. As we're seeing here, 2 lings go down, rotates back around. And here again, going for massive warpins. How many gateways is he on? 8! Yeah, he is on the 8 gateways, but he is taking up, warping in 8 stalkers at a time. Ooh, nice blink! Yeah, very nice blink. Body blocking, catching out more Zerglings. I believe the Zealous should have been left at home. As here does deny the expansion. Yeah, that's gonna be a cancel in the 5th. 5th base is cancelled. Hero moves in, roaches are exposed. Ooh, that's 1, 2, 3, 4 roaches going down. Some heavy losses there for SHIN. But he needs Zerglings here. The problem is the lings are across the map. They're waddling in. Yeah, bailing speed is done. Quick reaction out of hero. He was also concerned, I'm sure. Wondering where the banelings, where the lings. And clean defense. Very clean defense here by hero. Losing 2 probes to all those banelings. Now at least SHIN forced the Archon to be morphed in. That will delay Storm. But yeah, SHIN is struggling. As he's bleeding out more roaches. Lings, they bait out the first stasis. Oh my god, that's so close. As Hero pulls back to another stasis trap. Pulls back, doesn't quite get triggered. Oracles, they activate, they go for the Ravagers. 1, 2 Ravagers will go down. Remember, Storm is done. Bailey's rolling in. That's him. Oh no, he gets him. Oh my god, barely morphs it in time. But once again, denies the Storms. That was a nice move out of SHIN, but his main army is struggling. His main army is still struggling here. Biles that don't connect. Ravagers are going down. Here he rallies across the map, and SHIN, he's losing too much. losing too much. Gets it back up 5th. Oof. As herO does catch reinforcements. More roaches, more zerglings. And we don't have to do this, but sure, I mean, us flea peeking into sky toss. To be fair, if herO had 4 extra high Templar, the Templar that morphed into the Archons, if they still had 4 storms, then herO most likely would have just pushed and killed. Most likely. But he was forced to morph in the Archons. We've yet to see a single storm, so herO, he believes that the game will last longer. He's taking up into Skytos instead. Into Mothership at least. Banelings, they attempt to warp in, or they attempt to roll in. More Banelings rolling in towards the right hand side. They get caught. SHIN is maxed, but he's maxed out with a Lingbane Road Ravager army. This is a very mid-tier army. This can work well pre-Sky Toss, but also pre-heavy robo play. Oh boy. Okay, there's 4 Templar. SHIN, he has to trade and ideally tech up, but he has nothing left. Like, he has no Hydra Den. He has no Infestation Pit, he has no Hive. SHIN is all in. SHIN, he has to do some damage here. Banelings are being denied, Archons are in position. Does at least deny the 5th. Massive storm. Oh god. The Lingbane gets punished. Nice fading run by. Oh, we get spotted. Yeah, Banelings get spotted. The Immortals, they hold their own. One of the robos is exposed. Okay. Takes down a robo. Banelings are trying to waddle in. They're headed for the center base. Archon goes down. He gets in! The reaction! Late reaction here by herO. Very late. 9 probes go down. Nice run by here by SHIN. Does try to rush forward, and Banelings, they almost get on top of the High Templar. Forcing out the storm. Tempest are revealed. Yeah, reveals the Tempest. More damage by the storm. And SHIN will lose everything. Yeah, SHIN will lose everything here. He cannot take the fight. He's running out of steam, running out of momentum. We did mention this. GG gets called. SHIN, he was all in, and the all in fails. herO takes game number 1. GG. Whew. GG, well played. As I mentioned, SHIN, when we saw that he had no Hydra, no Infestation Pit, no Spire, no nothing, he may have been maxed out on 76 workers, but he was completely all in. If he failed to kill, failed to do damage, then the game would end. And as we saw there, he was just outscaled. Outscaled by the Sky Toss. He was stuck on Lingbane Road Ravager. GG. GG, well played. There were some nice moves out of SHIN, like the Bailing run-bys, catching out a High Templar, denying storms for a long time, getting to some of the mineral lines. That was nice, but not good enough, just because he was stuck on a very lair tech army, and again, just could not sustain himself coming into a longer game. Could not keep it up. And here we go, we're going to be loading into game number 2, going to be loading into White Rabbit. Let's go. But let's go. Hero's so fun to watch. Yeah, he's a very dynamic player for sure, I think he might be currently my most favorite Protoss player to watch. In the past, of course, Patience, of course. Alicia, Crank. But in modern StarCraft, I'll settle for herO. As spawning in the bottom hand corner of White Rabbits, we have the South Korean Protoss player. We have the blue Protoss representing T1. It is herO. Leading the series 1-0 and spawning in the top right hand corner. We have his opponents. We have the red Zerg player, the red Zerg player himself. It is SHIN. Let's go. Is SHIN my favorite Zerg player to watch nowadays? Maybe. Like, obviously, back in the day, I was a big True enjoyer. My Bang Taeso. Who, I don't know if he still plays Brood War. Like, I know that True, he made the switch into Brood War like a year or 2 years ago. And I remember he was doing quite well in it, but I don't know if he still competes in Brood War. I do miss my True. Yeah, I think for the active Zerg players, I think it is Shin. He's also very chaotic in his own way as well. I mean, hey, we saw that in the previous series against Bunny. Just non-stop roach all-ins. I mean, no. He can... Shin can be very experimental at times. We saw that it was what, like a week ago, 2 weeks ago, where Shin was doing nothing but 2-base Muta against Terran with very mixed success. I said 2-base Muta, he was going 2-base Lair. He was going 2-base Lair. And he was either going to, he was rotating between like 3 different builds. I like 2-base Muta, 2-base Roach all in, or 2-base fake Roach all in. Like it was No, sorry. It was 2-base Muta, 2-base Roach, and 2-base Hydra. That's it. We saw it in the best of 5 against Percival. A Hannibal back, yeah, Animal. As now herO does open Stargate. Stargate opener. Love Souls play. That's fair. Sola is more sane than Shin. For sure. Oh. As herO does pylon block. It does delay the 3rd base. Ideally, we can delay the 3rd long enough for the Adepts to arrive. Adepts are coming. Adepts are coming. And with that, we can see Shin forced to expand at the triangular 3rd location. Oh, so forced to expand at a much more awkward location instead. So nice moves out of herO, delaying the 3rd and forcing it elsewhere. And nice snipe on the tumor. Takes on the tumor. Again, opening up Oracle, standard opener out of herO. Shin, likewise, still just droning, saturating. Gets link speed and he pulls out. Does pull out of gas. And soon we'll see where he's going to be spending his tech. Or how he's going to be taking up. Whether it's going to be Lair first, Evo Chamber first, or Roachborn first. herO does poke in. Yo, meanwhile, big shout to Pennsylvania in the chat. God, papi, God. Pennsylvania, even, I should say. But thank you so much. Thank you so much for supporting the channel. Thank you so much for the 5 gifts and subs in the chat. God, papi, God. Obrigado. To appreciate the support. Hope you enjoyed the content, the casting, and the StarCraft. Thank you so much. Do appreciate it. Yo, giving us up to Hyper 1. Let's go. Speaking of, we should be getting back into casting StarCraft Evolution, I think next week. Yeah, I think next week we're going to be casting the Enki Epic series. And we have a show match, a 2v2 SE Evo show match as well. We're getting back into it. As my apologies. Oh, I didn't. Sorry, I should have pointed this out. Once again, early Twilight Council into late Forge, just like last game. This leads into early Blink. It leads into early Blink aggression. It can lead into an all-in. The big thing we're looking for here are the gases. We're looking for the gases at the 3rd base. If gases are taken, that's indicative of teching up. Last game we teched into Storm, but otherwise we could just make extra gateways and just go for an all-in. So eyes are on herO. Can be more active and more aggressive. Meanwhile, Shin does open up with the faster Lair. So Lair first into Roachborn. Once again, no Evo Chamber, so he's not going Ling Hydra, he's going into Roach play, then going to Ling Bane Roach Ravager once again. Very similar to last game. Very similar. As the Oracles, they pick in, they pull away. Let's pull away. Oh, and we're going to be going to Roach Hydra this time. Okay, not Lingbane Roach Ravager. Roach Hydra does have the capacity to tech up even further into Lurkers. So Lurker tech is going to be available here for Shin. but it's also more gas intensive. And hero's already here. Pokes in, denies some of the creep. We didn't mention, because of the earlier blink, hero he can apply pressure. Gases are being taken. This is indicative here of typically Storm, as there is no robo. Hero setting up. Is pushing in. At the same time, we have a massive link counterattack. That means there's nothing at home to defend. Uh-oh. Lings, they move it across the map. Meanwhile, this expansion may just go down. Ay, ay, ay. Overlord speed is on the way. Oh, SHIN looks like he's going to commit. Lings, they do hit the third. Hatchery goes down. Sniping a Hydra. Does snipe a Hydra. Hero, he races back home to defend. And Lings, they pick off a battery. A battery, maybe a cannon. Not much damage. This was not worth it here for SHIN. Hero doesn't even have to turn around. He denies another expansion. Another base. One more volley. Oh my god. Does force a cancel. Blinks away. No stasis trap. Nice around here with the Lings. Yeah, nice around. Nice auto stepping. Catching out more Stalkers. Here he bleeds out 4. 4 Stalkers went down. 4 Stalkers for 2 expansions and 37 Zerglings. Still a better trade for hero. He slips away. He rotates once again. SHIN is going for a massive Doom Drop. Again, SHIN is quite committed. Like, he's going for a massive Doom Drop across the map. He's trying to at least... Ooh, stasis goes off. Zealous at the center expansion. Queen's getting called out. Another base is going to be falling. It's a rough defense here for SHIN. That's a kill. No, that's a kill, not a cancel. Hatchery goes down. SHIN, he just wants to drop. He can't. He's stuck at home. He's stuck at home. Oh. This hero does blink away. Blinks away. So far, I see no indication of overlord speed. Otherwise, that would scream Doom Drop. And SHIN is all in. As you can see, after losing that base, there's no replacement. There's no fourth. No fourth expansion. SHIN is completely all in. Either he kills hero or he dies trying. Let's end the game somehow. SHIN, he does rotate to the center. Denies the base. This doesn't matter. SHIN needs more damage. And now there's Storm. No shot. 10 seconds away. 5. Yeah, Storm is almost done. And with Storm finishing, there's no breaking this Protoss army. As Biles, they don't quite connect. Storm comes in. Oof. Massive Storm on the ramp. Oh god, and the Retractor just melts. It does try to pile. More Storms are coming in. Once again, zoning back the army. The Drop Lords, they never came into play. Smurge. Smurge. And now SHIN is forced to expand. A very late 4th base. Ay, ay, ay. Again, SHIN's all in has failed. Remember, the soup does lie. Oh, as Drop Lords get spotted, he knows. Zealous, they show up. They're expecting an expansion. There's nothing here. There's nothing to kill. But the soup does lie. SHIN is almost maxed out. That is true, but SHIN has no longevity here. He has no longevity in this game. Hero has the superior economy. And he has the more efficient army. And the longer this goes on, the better it is for Hero. SHIN, he's gonna go. That's why he's being so assertive here. There are... How many High Templar? 8? 8 High Templar. We got at least 8 Storms. There's the first. There's 1. There's 2. Oof, massive Storm here on the army on the right hand side. Oh, he stands in the Storms. No. 3rd Storm gets thrown down. And GG. GG gets called. The all-in fails. And Hero will claim the series 2-0. Advancing on to the grand finals. GG. Whew. GG, well played. With that, Hero, he will claim the series. He will advance on. Again, SHIN was just in a really rough position there. As you mentioned, he was all in. He was being denied his 4th base 1, twice, 3 times even. I want to say 3 times the 4th base was denied, to the point where eventually he just gave up on it. He just gave up on the idea of the 4th. He just committed across the map. He was all in. Unfortunately, the Drop Lords, they never came into play. We had potential to maybe Doom Drop into the main base, but alas, unfortunately, the timing didn't quite work out. Hero was just so aggressive and so in the face of SHIN. SHIN was just never given any breathing room to try to go for the drop, and in the end was just outscaled. GG. GG, well played. Oh, here we go. Plus attack plus versus plus 0. I mean, even without the upgrade advantage, like herO had a massive lead just because of the economy, just because of the tech. As we were mentioning, like SHIN was all in. Wasn't SHIN world champion? He was not. He was not. SHIN, he was a GSL finalist, if you recall. That was a couple of years ago. That was like 2023, 2022. Was a GSL finalist. I believe that, well, that was one of the many GSL finals against Maru, if I recall correctly, in relatively recent years. But GG. GG well played. With that, herO does claim the series, and here he is waiting the grand finals for his next opponents. We are going to be going on a short break. We're going to be going on a short break as we are halfway through the broadcast. When we come back, we will have a TVT between Bjorn and Percival. Oh boy. So we'll have some Terran versus Terran action after the break. See you soon. Take this time to get some snacks, get some food, get some water, drain your disruptors, massage your marines. We'll be casting Bjorn versus Percival, and we'll follow that into the grand finals. See you soon. See you soon.